Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण। Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So today is Thursday. It is 25th of December. It is Narayana Masa, Arpausya Masa, Shukla Paksham, and the Panchami Tithi. Today is also Panchami, but there are no Vaishnavas in the calendar. So we shall quickly move into daily Srimad Bhagavatam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, Lord Brahma is offering his praise to the Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu, so glorifying him and mentioning in the last two shlokas that devotees or anyone who comes to the Lord and then offer some kind of service, so that will never ever go in vain. It will always be a permanent asset for a devotee or for any person, not only the human beings, even though any living entity. There are so many pastimes about that one as well. Different living entities, they have come somewhere or other, even though not only the human beings, a bird, a creature, a beast, animal, or something like that. Okay, so and they have got permanent spiritual assets, and they were liberated as well through the animal bodies. So पुंसामोतु विविधकर्मभिः अध्वराद्यैः दानेन चोग्रतपसा परिचर्यया च आराधनं भगवतः तव सत्क्रियार्थो धर्मोत्पितः करिचित् म्रियते न यत्र. So that is one angle, and and Lord Brahma, he was describing the Lord's different pastimes, that Lord creates, maintains, and destroys like a rasayate, as a play, as a small games. Likewise, he creates and maintains and destroys. So this is the Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu. And Prabhupada indirectly was mentioning, Brahma was indirectly also remembering the Rasa dance of Krishna. And also, his impersonal feature also being realized by the other people, impersonalists, the Brahman. Likewise, Shashwat-Swarupa Mahasaiva Nipita Bheda Mohaya Bodha Dishanaya Namah Parasmai Vishwodbhasiti Layesh Nimitta Leela Rasayate Namaidam Chakrumeshwaraya. So he creates Nimitta Leela. All these things, they are like a Rasayate Nama Idam Chakrumeshwaraya. So Brahma is so beautifully playing and describing the different pastimes of the Lord. And today he is coming to next shloka. And all his Lord's pastimes and all his qualities and activities, they're all mysterious, and also incarnations as well. They're all mysterious. And by remembering the names of the Lord, by remembering and uttering the names of the Lord, so and whoever remembers at the end of his lifetime, throughout his life, if he is remembering Tasmat Sarveshu Kaleshu Mam Manusmaridhya cha Mayarpita Mano Buddhir Mam Yevaishasi Asamsayaha Antakale cha Mam Yeva Smaran Muktva Kalevaram Yah Prayat Samudbhavam Yati Nasti Atra Samsayaha Janma Karma Cheme Divyam Evam Yo Veti Tatpataha Chakva Deham Punajjanma Naiti Mam Yeti Sojjuna. So these are the different pastimes, and his pastimes are very wonderful, mysterious, and whoever remembers at the end of his time, he does not take another birth. and immediately he will attain the Supreme Personality of God, Supreme Abode, Vaikuntha planets, and then keep relieving himself from the sinful activities that were accumulated for so many lifetimes. And for him, that open nectar, that immortality is always open. I am offering my obeisances onto that Supreme Personality of Godhead. Likewise, Brahma is another shloka. His prayers and his shloka, all these praying, so Brahma wanted to get a creative power for his secondary creation so that he gives an opportunity for the conditioned souls. They will execute the devotional service in their next life. That is the main purpose, and that is also on the will of the Lord. Otherwise, just simply eating and playing and then eating, sleeping, mating, defending, and doing their sense gratification, that is not the main purpose of this material world, but it is giving an opportunity for the conditionals, relieving them from those activities. But by naturally, they are inclined to those activities. But it is an opportunity for them to take to the bhakti and come out of this entanglement. Okay, so we are in the Srimad Bhagavatam, third canto, chapter 9, verse number 15. यस्यावतार गुणकर्म विडम्बनानि नामानि येषु विगमे विवसा गृह्णन्ति तेनैकजन्मशमलं सहसैव हित्वा संयान्ति अपावृतामृतं तमजं प्रपद्ये यस्य अवतार गुणकर्म विडम्बनानि यस्य अवतार गुणकर्म विडम्बनानि and whose incarnations, yasya avatara, guna karma vidambhanani, and all those guna, transcendental qualities, karma, activities, vidambhanani, all mysterious. All incarnations and Lord's qualities, pastimes, they're all mysterious. How can Matsya come as a fish? It will become so gigantic which can pull even a big boat, a big ark in the ocean, and it can withstand. How it is possible? How the Lord is taking as a gigantic turtle and then maintain a big mountain on top of his back, and how he will take a birth as a Varaha, how he will take as a Narsimha? It is all mysterious. Vidambhanani. Yasya gunakarma vidambhanani. Namani ye suvigame vivasa gurunanti. Namani ye asuvigame. And all transcendental names, Namani, ye those asuvigame while quitting this life. Asu is the life, vigame when he is quitting his life. Vivasa gurunanti and automatically invoke. Vivasa is automatically gurunanti invoke. uh, whatever is happening here, they aneka janma samalam, and so they will aneka janma samalam. Samalam is the accumulated sins. Aneka janma from many births. Aneka janma samalam sahasaiva immediately and certainly hitva giving up. When he remembers all those names and gunas, karmas, everything here mentioned Yasyavatara Gunakarma Vidambanani Namani Ye, all these things also Vigame Vivasa Gurunanti, and then te Aneka Janma Samalam Sahasaiva Hitva, by leaving and quitting all those sinful activities accumulated from so many lifetimes, just by remembering the Lord's pastimes and his qualities and his names. And by giving up what he will get, samyanti, he will obtain apavruta amrutam, the open immortality. Apavruta amrutam, immortality. He will attain that immortality. Tamajam prapadye. I am offering my humble obeisances unto that Supreme Lord. I am taking shelter of that Supreme Personality of Godhead. Ajam is the unborn, who is transcendental. So Ajop is an avyayatma. So the Lord is unborn, but still he will appear as a son of Devaki, a son of Yashoda, likewise. Yashodanandana, Nandanandana, Devaki Nandana, Vasudeva Nandana, and he will get the names based on those pastimes. The Lord has got innumerable names by his pastimes and his qualities and many things. When we take the grammar, it will have noun, pronoun, and verb, adjective, adverb, and everything. Every quality will turn into one of his name. Whenever he is lifting Govardhan hill, he will become a Govardhanadhari. When he is dancing on the um, Kalya snake, he will become a Natavara. So likewise, he will get for anything, and he is good. Is good is adjective, and again, it is a pure goodness that will become his one of his name. Uttam Shloka. Again, anything, either whatever noun, pronoun, adjective, anything, conjunction, anything, if we just take it, it will become a name of the Lord. Whenever it is dovetailing with the Lord, I am offering, and my humble obeisance, taking the shelter of that supreme personality of Godhead. Likewise, Brahma is glorifying. यस्यावतार गुणकर्म विडम्बनानि नामानुवेषु विगमे विवसा गृह्णन्ति तेनैकजन्म शमलं सहसैव हित्वा संयान्त्यपावृतामृतं तमजं प्रपद्ये. Translation for this shloka. Let me take shelter of the lotus feet of him whose incarnations, qualities, and activities are mysterious imitations of worldly affairs. One who invokes his transcendental names, even unconsciously, at the time he quits this life, is certainly washed immediately of the sins of many, many births and attains him without fail. Purport by Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Okay, can I request Pawan Prabhuji to read the purport if Prabhuji is available?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Please accept humble obeisances, all questions to Srila Prabhupada. Purport by Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The activities of the incarnations of the Supreme Personality of Godhead are a kind of imitation of the activities going on in the material world. It's just like an actor on a stage. An actor imitates the activities of a king on stage, although actually is not the king. Similarly, when the Lord incarnates, he imitates parts with which he has nothing to do. In Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4, verse number 14, it is said that the Lord has nothing to do with the activities in which he is supposedly engaged. Namam karmani limpanti na me karma phale spraha. The Lord is omnipotent. Simply by his will, he can perform anything and everything. When the Lord appeared as Lord Krishna, he played the part of the son of Yashoda and Nanda. And he lifted the Govardhana hill, although lifting a hill is not his concern. He can lift millions of Govardhana hills by his simple desire. He does not need to lift it with his hand, but he imitates the ordinary living entity by this lifting, and at the same time he exhibits his supernatural power. Thus his name is chanted as the lifter of Govardhana hill, or Sri Govardhana Dhari. Therefore, his acts in his incarnations and his partiality to the devotees are all imitations only, just like the stage makeup of an expert dramatical player. His acts in the capacity, however, are all omnipotent, and the remembrance of such activities of the incarnations of the Supreme Personality of Godhead is as powerful as the Lord himself. Ajamila remembered the holy name of the Lord, Narayana, by merely calling the name of his son Narayana, and that gave him a complete opportunity to achieve the highest perfection of life. Hare Krishna Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai. Okay, so this is the ultimate benefit. So, Ante Narayana Smritihi. Ante Narayana. That is called and perfection of human life. So here the activities of the incarnations of the Supreme Personality of Godhead are a kind of imitation of the activities going on in the material world. All Krishna's activities, they appear like the activities like in the material world. Krishna comes and dances with the gopis, and he goes and steals the butter from the neighbors. Okay, these are all, and also he performs where uh, superhuman activities as well. Occasionally, he performs those things which no one can imitate. And he is like an actor. Yata nato natya dharo yata. So Kunti Maharani describes Namaste Purusham Twadjimeshwaram Prakrute Param Alaksham Sarabhotanam Antarbahir Avsitam Maya Javanikachan Madhya Dokshiyam Abhyam Yata Nato Natya Dharo Yata Yata Nato Natya Dharo Yata. So likewise, he performs different pastimes as like a actor on the stage. An actor imitates the activities of the king on the stage, although actually he is not the king. Similarly, when the Lord incarnates, he imitates parts with which he has nothing to do. This is namam karma nilimpanti. There is no activities prescribed for the Lord to do it. Or name karma pales praha. And there is no desire for the Lord to do karmic activities at all. Karmic karma is for the people who have got material desires and who have done some past sinful activities or pious activities. They are trying to go through those things, cycles, experiencing pains and pleasures. This is karma. But Lord is not engaged, or he is not desiring, or he doesn't, karma does not touch the Lord. He is always far away from them. But Lord is the omnipotent. Simply by his will, he can perform anything and everything. Everything. This is anything and everything. When he creates so many universes just from his body itself, यः कारणान्वजले भजे योगा निद्रा मनंत जगदंड सरोमकोपः आधार शक्तिम अवलंब्य परां सुमूर्तिम गोविंदमादि पुरुषम तमहं भजामि. And so many things are coming from the Lord, and from his just one breath, so many universes come and gets annihilated. And within each universe, so many activities are taking place. And he can, so when he is able to do such kind of gigantic activities, creation, means, and destruction, all those things, and what to speak of the inside the universe, small things. So here he is omnipotent. Simply by his will, he can perform anything and everything. And when the Lord appeared as Lord Krishna, he played the part of uh, the son of Yashoda and Nanda, and he lifted Govardhana hill. Although lifting a hill is not his concern. And Krishna also mentions Gama Vishyacha Bhutami, Gama Yasyacha Bhutani, Dharayami Aham Vojasa. In the 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, he says that all these planets are also floating in the air because of my energy. Dharayami aham vojasa, and also there are so many other things he describes, all by his energy. And lifting the golden hill, counteracting the weight of the golden hill, it is not a wonderful thing. But lifting the hill, it is not his primary concern, but dealing with the devotees, it is the main thing. And Sukadeva Goswami also mentions, Naitam bhaven kaito bhagavan bhagavatamaha. It is all this creation and maintenance and destruction, all these people, materialistic people, they are deal with. But the Lord, he deals with the devotees. And the devotees are, they are all more desire to hear enter into the pastimes of the Lord. Bhagavan, and so it is described, Arhanti, uh, very beautifully described. Let me just look that one, the 10th chapter. It is described bhavena. Ittam bhavena karito bhagavan bhagavatamaha naitam bhaveni hi param drashtum arhanti sorayah. Drashtum arhanti sorayah. Pure devotees deserves to see more glorious things in transcendence beyond these features. So Sukadeva Goswami describes all the creation, maintenance, and all those things of the Lord, and then finally he says, "These are all for there are many things. Okay, the great transcendence does describe the activities of Supreme Personality of Godhead, but that pure devotees deserve to see more glorious things in transcendence beyond these features." Okay, so this is how Krishna reciprocates with his devotees by lifting the hill. It is mainly not the lifting hill, but dealing with the devotees, giving protection to the devotees. That is how he exchanges love. He can lift millions of Godhana hills by simple desire. He does not need to lift it with his hand, but he imitates the ordinary living entity by this lifting. And at the same time, he exhibits his supernatural power. At the time, he exhibits his supernatural power. So here, one thing, what if we observe, you forget about all the bodies and everything else, all the matter. Even though all things are there, it means nothing to any living entity. And now living entities are taking different bodies, living in this material, walking and doing so many things and constructing some houses or big offices and moving from them from one place to another place. Just like it is going on some mechanically, Lord also appears. And Lord performs different activities and he takes the attention of some the pious souls, the pure devotees. They will get attracted to the Lord. So now everything, all beauty and all constructions, the cities, every entire world is there, but life is not there. What it means? No use to anyone at all. But now, just now, assume the living forces again now existing here. And now, what is the living forces are doing here? And why they are interacting with one soul with other soul, how they are dealing with it? It is mainly the love. Some are having the karma and they are going through the pains and pleasures. By having such kind of environment, they're going through the pains and pleasures. But when Lord performs, these conditioned souls are attracted to the Lord. So that's why he performs supernatural power. That activities, supernatural power, supernatural activities. He exhibits those things and he attracts those souls. So once they come to the Lord, this is again described here in the 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, saying that what is that one? Kotastu akshara uchyate द्वौ सर्गौ भूत ध्वस्वर्गौ लोकेऽस्मिन् क्षराक्षर एव च क्षरः सर्वभूतानि कोटस्थ अक्षर उच्यते कोटस्थ अक्षर उच्यते. All the living entities who are infallible souls, they are in the spiritual world, kotastha. And Lord is tvam nitya mukta parishuddha vibuddhatma kotastha adi purusho bhagavan tradishah yad buddhyavasitam akanditaya swadistya. So this is again Dhruva Maharaj glorifies the Lord. Tvam nitya mukta parishuddha vibuddhatma kotastha adi purusho bhagavan tridishaha. Kotastaha, it is the spiritual world. And he attracts all these conditioned souls to the spiritual world by performing, by exhibiting his supernatural powers. That is his main purpose. There are so many Babas are there in the name and disguising themselves and some different kinds of things. They unnecessarily people who go there because of their sinful activities. They are not yet pure. They are attracted for small things, cheated and being cheated, cheaters and cheated. It is not that much easy to come to Krishna consciousness and follow the rules and regulations and chant the names of the Lord. If we ask some kind of materialistic thing, just chant Hare Krishna, they will laugh because they are covered by the Yoga Maya. Or Naham Prakash Sarvasya Yoga Maya Samavritah. Lord will not reveal himself to such kind of people. Though it is easy chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Very simple. They cannot do it. So that is where the Lord's inconceivable power come into the existence. Unless they are purified themselves, it is not possible for them to chant. They will be attracted for the small things, or this spirit. They are thinking same gymnastic, this yoga, that yoga, likewise. This is, it takes Bahunam Janmanam Ante Jnanavan Mam Prapadyate Vasudev Sarvamiti Samahatma Sudhirlabaha. Such kind of people are Mahatmas. Sudhirlabaha. So here, whenever Lord performs those, then people ordinarily they will take, naturally they will take and the names and chant. So he is a Krishna. He is the butter thief. Navanit Taskara, or Ranachor, different names they use. Okay, somewhere or other they chant the name. Therefore, his acts in his incarnations and partially to the devotees are all imitations only. Just like the stage makeup of an expert dramatical player, his acts in that capacity, however, are all omnipotent, and the remembrance of such activities of the incarnations of the Supreme Personality of Godhead is as powerful as the Lord Himself. So one can chant the names of the Lord throughout his life without tired, but he cannot do with any other names, only the Krishna's names. His names, so Kali Kali Nama Rupe Krishna Avatara. In this age of Kali, he is incarnating as the Nama Rupe in his name. So that's why Apannah Samchitam Ghoram Yannam Vivsoghanan Tatra Saddha Vimucheta Yadvibemi Swayam Bhayam. Just his name, people who are existing and rotting in this material world of birth, old age, disease, and death, just simply uttering the name of the Lord, immediately they will be freed from the materialistic entanglement. Apannah Samchitam Ghoram Yannama Vivaso Grunan Vivaso again. Here also Vivsa Gurunanti in this slok also Vivsa Gurunanti. So the Goswami says here again Lord Brahma is saying Tatra Sadhya Vimucheta very quickly Tatra Sadhya Vimucheta Yad Bhivemi Swayam Bhayam, and the fear personified, he will fear about the name of the Lord. So all his name, this is Yasya Avatar Gunakarma Vidambhanani Namani Yesu Vigame Vivsa Gurunanti. They're all mysterious. So now giving an example, Ajamila remembered the holy name of the Lord Narayana by mere calling the name of his son Narayana. Janmalabha param pumsam ante Narayana smritihi. Ante Narayana smritihi. And here Ajamila, he call it, and that's why all our in our traditions, many people they give the names of the Lord Rama, Krishna, and Ramadas, Krishnadas. Many people and different name. Almost 90% of the names in India, they're all of Lord's names only. Or likewise, because somewhere they're always calling their children or friends somewhere there, and with that they remember the names of the Lord. And that gave him a complete opportunity to achieve the highest perfection of life. Possibly after this Ajamila story, everyone has followed the same path and giving the names of the Lord to everyone in the family members. Knowingly, unknowingly, somewhere or other, they may get opportunity to call them in their last moments. Okay, that is how to achieve the perfection of life. Here, Brahma is glorifying those Krishna's pastimes and his name's qualities like that. Yasyavatara gunakarma vidambhanani namanu yesu vigame vivasa gurunanti teneka janma shamalam sahasaiva hitva samyanti apavritamrutam tamajam prapadhye. Can I request devotees kindly follow line by line to recite this shloka? It is very easy as well and also very powerful as well. यस्यावतार गुणकर्म विडम्बनानि
यस्यावतार गुणकर्मविदम्बनानि
नामानि येषु विगमे विवसा गृह्णन्ति
नामानि
नामानि
येषु
येषु विगमे
विगमे
विवासा
विवसाद्गृह्णन्ति
गृह्णन्ति
तेनैकजन्मशमलं सहसैव हित्वा
ते अनेकजन्मानि
सहसैव हित्वा
सहस्रपहित्वा
संयान्ति अपावृतामृतं तमजं प्रपद्ये
संयान्ति
संयान्ति
अपवृत्तमृतं
अपवृतामृतं
तम्
तं
अजं प्रपद्ये
प्रपद्ये
Okay, again. यस्यावतार गुणकर्म विडम्बनानि
यस्यावतार
गुणकर्मविदम्बनानि
गुणकर्मविदम्बनानि
नामानु येषु विगमे विवसा गृह्णन्ति
नामानि येषु विगमाय गृह्णन्ति
तेनैकजन्मशमलं सहसैव हित्वा
अनेकजन्मसमं
सहस्रैव हित्वा
संयान्त्यपावृतामृतं तमजं प्रपद्ये
संयान्ति
संयान्त्यपावृतामृतं
अपवृत्तमृतं
प्रपद्ये
तमजं प्रपद्ये
Once more. यस्यावतार गुणकर्म विडम्बनानि
यस्यावतार गुणकर्मविदम्बनानि
नामानु येषु विगमे विवसा गृह्णन्ति
नामानि विगमे विवशृण्वन्ति
तेनैकजन्मशमलं सहसैव हित्वा
अनेकजन्मसमलं
तेनैकजन्मसंसैव
हित्वा
हित्वा
संयान्त्यपावृतामृतं तमजं प्रपद्ये
संयान्ति अपवृतामृतं तमजं प्रपद्ये.
Very beautiful. Can I request Asha Mataji to go first?
यस्यावतार गुणकर्म विडम्बनानि नामानि येषु विगमे विवसा गृह्णन्ति तेनैक जन्म समलं सकशैव हित्वा संयान्ति अभावृतामृतं तमजं प्रपद्ये.
So beautiful. Very nice, Mataji. You're doing very nice. Okay. Can I request next Pavan Prabhuji, please?
यस्यावतार गुणकर्म विदम्बनानि नामानि येषु विगमे विवासा गृह्णन्ति तेनैकजन्म समलं सहसैव हित्वा संयान्ति अपवृतामृतं तम् अजं प्रपद्ये. Hare Krishna.
Very nice, Prabhuji. Thank you. Can you Gaurangi Mataji next, please?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Yasyavatara Yasyavatara Gunakarma Bidambanani Namani Yesu Vigame Vivasa Grinanti Tiani Kajanama Samalam Sahasaiva Hitva Samyantyapa Pritamritam Tamajam Prapade. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Usha Mataji.
Yes, Hare Krishna. यस्यावतार गुणकर्मविडम्बनानि नामानि येषु विगमे विवसा गृह्णन्ति तेनैकजन्म समलं सहसैव हित्वा संयान्ति पावृतामृतं तमजं प्रपद्ये.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Jai Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna. Please accept my humble obeisances. Yasyavatara gunakarma vidambanani namani yesu vigame vivasha grananti तेनैकजन्म शमलं सहसैव हित्वा संयन्त्य अपवृतं मृतं तम् अजं प्रपद्ये. Sorry, Prabhuji, I think I might have it. Sorry, thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Lalita Mataji.
Hare Krishna devotees. Vyasyavatara नामानि ये सुगविगमय व्यवसाय गृह्णन्ति तेनैकजन्मसमलं सहसैव हित्वा संयन्ति अपवृतं वृतं तमज्जां प्रपद्ये. हरे कृष्ण प्रभुजी. श्री कृष्ण अर्पणमस्तु.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Prabhavati Sachi Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Hare Krishna devotees. Yasyavatara gunakarma vidambanani namani yeshu vigame vivasha grananti tenaika janma shamalam sasaiva hitva samyanti apavritamritam tamajam prapadye. Hare Krishna.
Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. So, Yasyavatara Gunakarma Vidambhanani Nama Vesu Vigame Vivasa Gurunanti Teneka Janma Shamalam Sahasaiva Hitva Samyantya Pavritamritam Tamajam Prapadye. Can I request devotees, anyone to read the translation once again?
Let me
Yes, Mataji.
Let me take shelter of the lotus feet of him whose incarnation, qualities, and activities are mysterious imitations of worldly affairs. One who invokes his transcendental names even unconsciously at the time he quits this life is certainly washed immediately of the sins of many births and attains him without fail. Hare
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Yeah, that is from Srimad Bhagavatam. We shall move to Srila Prabhupada's daily letter. Okay, today letter to Satyabhama, January 27th, 1971, Allahabad. Okay, can I request other devotee to take a turn who has not taken a turn for a long time?
Prabhuji. My dear Satyabhama Devidasi, please accept my blessings and offer the same to you. Same to your fine Vaishnava son, Premananda. I am in due receipt of your very kind letter dated 28 December. Yes, you may write some of the stories in simplified version of the children. That is very nice. The story of characters cannot be changed or anything made up, but simply the language may be changed. Also, it is good to note that you are writing this children's book to compile with the academic standards of the public schools. In this way, you should seriously work to compile these books along with the help of Krishna Bhamini. Then they can be printed by our press and dispatched to New York centers as well as all our other centers. Krishna consciousness is for everyone, and so we can present your books to the public also in that light. You can send me copies of some of the stories you have written in which there are personified animals, and I will tell you if they are all right. So go on compiling these books. Do it nicely, and Krishna will bless you. Thanking you once more for your kind letter, hoping this will meet you in good health. Yours sincerely, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai. Thank you, Mataji. Any takeaway points, Mataji?
In this letter, Srila Prabhupada is he's writing about the book Mataji was supposed to be um, writing, and I think what I understood in this is whatever we are trying to do in Krishna consciousness, it has to be as it is. We should not change anything, and it should be in a nice standard. And Srila Prabhupada is encouraging her to do this work seriously, especially for the children. I think Mataji is trying to do for some children only. Uh, so whatever we do, we have to follow Srila Prabhupada's footsteps, and whatever comes in the Guru Parampara and um, the scriptures, it has to match that. There shouldn't be anything adulteration. So that is what I understood in this one. And I think that is what it is, Prabhuji. And Srila Prabhupada is very good in guiding, very good in helping, but there is a standard for everything. He set up standard, which we have to all follow. For us also, this is a learning thing for us. Anything made up like, so we cannot create our own thing. The story of character cannot be changed. So that is what I understood. Nothing can be changed. Whatever we are doing, it has to be as it is. That is what I understood, Prabhuji. And should be simple in language. And yeah, I think that's what I thought. Okay, thank you so much, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Very nicely summarized. Any other comments, dear devotee? Jai Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I just had a question. No comments as such. This statement towards the end, where it says, you can send me copies of some of the stories you have written in which there are personified animals. So here, does he mean that the stories of where the animals played a part in the past times? So I don't know, like animals, Gajendra, somebody like that, like Jatayu. I don't understand that personified animals. So
persons, it is representing the humans and the people who are in the human forms acting as animals, but they are personified animals.
so they are humans, but they have come in the form of an animal. No.
Humans with animalistic nature, in order to reject this materialistic people and how the people are acting. So maybe this is what I understand also.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
people
Yeah,
demonstrate the
that.
Krishna consciousness.
Okay, so they are like demonic qualities. Is that what you mean?
Yes, it is like a ahara nidra bhayumaitanam cha samanyam etat pasubhihi naranam. For animals and humans, ahara nidra bhayumaitanam cha, they are all equal. Dharmo hi tesham adhiko vishesho. Only dharma is the differentiating among those animals and humans. Dharmo hi hina pasubhihi samana. If there is no dharma, they are like animals, personified animals. What is dharma? Savai pumsam paro dharmo ito bhaktir adhokchaje ahetuki apratihata yatma suprasidati. So one has to render devotional service to the unto Supreme Personality of God. Paro dharmo. When the paro dharma is not there, and then it is a personified animal. Though with the two hands. Again, giving the gradual elevation of a theory. Kaipil Bhagavad describes Jiva hi sreshtaha jivanam ततः प्राणभृतः शुभे ततः सचित्ता प्रवराः ततः indriyavrittayah, giving gradual step by step what is greater than the other. Within that sequence, जीवाः श्रेष्ठा हि अजीवानं ततः प्राणभृतः शुभे ततः सचित्ता प्रवराः ततः indriyavrittayah. And so prana, and then next one is the Jiva, Prana, and then consciousness, and then senses, and then out of those senses, Tatapi, um, again, sense of touch, sense of taste, sense of sound, and then later on, animals which can identify the forms, and again, later which have got the upper teeth and lower teeth, and after that, better than them, so many legged animals, better than them, four-legged animals, better than them, two-legged animals. And then out of those two-legged animals, the humans with the Varnashrama Dharma, they are the best. Out of those Varnashrama, Brahmanas are the best. Out of the Brahmanas who studied the Vedas, he is the best. Out of the person, Brahmanas who studied the Vedas, who understands the essence of Vedas, he is the best. And then who better than him, who can explain those things to others, he is the best. Better than him, who follows those injunctions, he is the best. Better than him, who renounces the results of his activities, he is the best. Better than him, who surrenders completely himself unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he is the best. Tasmad Mai Arpita Ashesha Prana Ardha Kriya Nirantaraha. All the time, Prana Ardha Nirantaraha. Na pasyami param bhutam akattuhu samadarshana. I do not see any greater person than him. This is a topmost personality. This is the hierarchy. Starting from Jivaha, Jivahya, Jivahya Jivanam Sreshta. So such kind of the gradual steps he gives, Kapil Bhagavan. The topmost is the Krishna consciousness person. And the two-legged animals, they come in the middle. Beyond that, there are so many things, Varna, Ashrama, Dharma, and everything. That is human civilization. So that is personified animals. And Prabhupada wanted to see how that is explained to check if it is all right or not. This is my understanding, Mataji.
Okay. Thank you. Prabhuji, sorry, I actually had a question about the purport we read, and I forgot to ask you then because we quickly moved on to the letter. So in the synonyms, it says open immortality. Open. What does open mean? Signify.
So this is Mokshadvaram Apavritam. Seva Sadhushukrita Mokshadvaram Apavritam. This is when you have association with the devotees, Mokshadvaram Apavritam. So this means your path for the liberation, your entrance to the Vaikuntha, it gets opened. And when you take the shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord, and it is also which is open for everyone, but it is only your turn to take the shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord. Open immortality for everyone.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
So here again, this one in the context of Kapil Bhagavan, he describes about the Prasangam Madhiram Pasham Atmanah Kavayo Viduhu Sayevo Sadhushu Krito Mokshadvaram Apavritam. When we are speaking Prasangam Ajaram Pasham with materialistic people conversing materialistic things, anything. This is Prasangam Ajaram Pasham Atmanah Kavayo Viduhu. But the intelligent people, they make association with the devotees who are the pure souls. Then Mokshadvaram Apavritam. Dwaram is the entrance. Apavritam is the it is open. So here Samyanti Apavritamritam Tamajam Prapadye. If I take shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, then this immortality is open for those surrendered souls.
Yes, Prabhuji, actually it makes sense when you have said it, because the way I was reading it is something different, like open mortality. But what it's trying to say is it opens immortality when you are in association. So it's just the way it's written there. If you know what I mean. I don't know whether...
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So,
Okay, so it makes sense now. It does make sense.
yeah, this one, it has also, just if you look in another context, the less as Kapil Bhagwan is speaking on that one. मोक्षद्वारम् अपावृतं सुप्रसङ्गमजरं पाशम् आत्मनः कवयो विदुः स एव साधुषु कृतो मोक्षद्वारम् अपावृतम्. The door of liberation is opened. Would you like to read this translation, Mataji?
Yes, Hare Krishna. Every learned man knows very well that attachment for the material is the greatest entanglement of the spirit soul. But that same attachment, when applied to the self-realized devotees, opens the door of liberation. Hare Krishna.
So here, devotees association, and here taking the shelter of the Tamajam Prapadje, shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord. And here again, once again, Samala Saila Nisrushta Vajram. This is again how the lotus feet of the Lord, it describes that Yasauti Nishuddha Sarit Pavarodhakena Tidhena Mudhi Adhikrutena Siva Siva Bhut Jatuhu Manaha Samala Saila Nisrushta Vajram Jayet Chiram Bhagavataha Charanaravindam. Can anyone like to read this translation?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Yeah,
Yes,
you got it.
yes, please.
The blessed Lord Shiva becomes all the more blessing by hearing on his head the holy waters of the Ganges, which has its source in the water that washed the Lord's lotus feet. The Lord's feet act like thunderbolts, hurled to shatter the mountain of sin stored in the mind of the meditating devotee. One should therefore meditate on the lotus feet of the Lord for a long time. Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji. So here, Shamala Saila, it is mountain of the sins. I'm coming back to our shloka here. This is Teneka Janma Shamalam Sahasaiva. It is accumulated sins for so many lifetimes. All those sins will be what Lord's feet, it will kick all those things. It is a Lord's feet act like a thunderbolts hurled to the shatter the mountain of sin stored in the mind of the meditating devotee. In such a way, devotee's sins will be completely cleared out. Tasmai Subhadra is again Prabhavishnave Namaha. There is again one beautiful shloka. Kirata Honandra Pulinda Pulkasha Abhirshumbha Yavanaha Kasadayaha Yenecha Papa Idapashriyasriyaha Suddhintasmai Prabhavishnave Namaha. Kirata Hona Andhra. Again, there are some Andhra people as well. Kirat Hona Andhra Pulinda Pulkasha Abhirshumbha Yavanaha Kasadayaha. These are all sinful people. Sukadeva Goswami is mentioning. Of course, I am also one of those things. So, coming here somewhere there, this is a practical experience that we are being purified when we are taking the shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord. Prabhu Vishnu Nama. So one has to take that shelter. So Brahma is taking Tamajam Prapadje. I take the shelter of that lotus feet of the Lord.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. So my other question was, I forgot to ask yesterday actually.
Yes,
What we are reading at the moment is Lord Brahma's glorification of the Lord, because he wants to start with the secondary creation. But yet he is remembering the pastimes of Krishna. So that means that this must have happened before and he's remembering. How is he? Because he can remember Krishna's pastimes. So how is that happening then?
So because his intelligence perspired. नाभिहृदादिहसतोऽम्बसि यस्य पुंसो विज्ञानशक्तिरहमासन मनन्तशक्तेः विज्ञानशक्ति. He is a personified intelligence. And that is one thing. Second thing, the first shloka of Srimad Bhagavatam, it describes Tene Brahma Hrudaya Adikavaye. In the heart of Brahma, I have given the intelligence. And when it comes to Dhruva Maharaj, when he touches with his conch shell, Krutanjalam Brahmayenakam Bhunapasparshabhalam Krupaya Kapole. And immediately he was understanding Daivim Parijnata Paratmaninayaha. Immediately understand the relationship between himself and the Lord and started glorifying the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And Brahma, as soon as he sees the Lord in his heart, this is Antarhrudaya Avabhatam. And then immediately Tene Hruday, Tene Brahma, Hrudaya Adikavaye. And he was, all intelligence is awakened. And then started glorifying the Lord.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Any other questions, dear devotees? Thank you, Mataji. It also gives some exercise to the Smriti, remembering those things and to bring together. Okay, asking.
Yeah, I was just thinking that maybe he could remember from his previous, the annihilation or whatever that has taken place. So before that, another must have happened, another creation. And I thought he was remembering from there.
Yes. So again, we are seeing just Brahma. So this is the Brahma Kalpa. And then again, there are different kalpas. Every day, again, here it describes different kalpas. Every day is one kalpa to Lord Brahma. It is described there. Kalpas names Varaha Kalpa, Brahma Kalpa, Padma Kalpa, like that. Here it is described Mahakalpa, Vikalpa, Kalpa, like that. There are different types of creation called Mahakalpa, Vikalpa, and Kalpa. In the Mahakalpa, the Lord assumes first Purusha incarnation as Karnadeva Sai Vishnu with all the potencies of Mahatattva and 16 principles of creative matter and instruments. The creative instruments or 11, ingredients are 5, and all of them are products of Mahat or materialistic ego. These creations by the Lord in his feature of Karnodaka Sai Vishnu are called Mahakalpa. And the creation of Brahma and the dispersion of material ingredients are called Vikalpa. And the creation by Brahma in each day of his life is called Kalpa. Therefore, each day of Brahma is called Kalpa. And there are 30 Kalpas in terms of Brahma's days. This is also confirmed in the Bhagavad Gita 8.17 as the Sahasra Yuga Paryantam Aharit Brahmano Viduhu Ratrim Yuga Sahasrantam Teho Ratra Vido Janaha. Teho Ratra Vido Janaha. So this is one day, it is the Sahasra Yuga Paryantam. 1000 Yuga cycles is Brahma's one day plus, and similarly his night time as well. Ratrim Yuga Sahasrantam. Te Ahoratra Vido Janaha. Likewise, uh, the Vido Jana who understood that, they have described like that. And here, there are Kalpas names are also given, those 30 Kalpas names. 30 Kalpas of Brahma, starting from Shweta Kalpam, Neelalohita Kalpa, Vamadeva, and Gatantara, and Raurava, Prana, Bhratkalpa, Kandarpa, Sadjota, Ishana, Dhyana, Sarasvata, Udana, Garuda, Kaurma, Narasimha, Samadhi, Agneya, Vishnuja, Saura, Somakalpa, and Bhavana, Supama, and then Vaikunta, Archisha, Valikalpa, Vairaja, Gaurikalpa, Maheshwara, and Paitrikalpa. Paitrukalpa. So these are Brahma's days only, and he has to live months and years up to 100. So we can just imagine how many creations there are in Kalpas only. Then again, there are Vikalpas, which are generated by breathing of the Mahavishnu. Okay, so as stated in the Brahma Samhita, Yaseknisvasita Kala Matavalambhya Jivanti Loma Vilaja Jagadandanadaha. The Brahmas live only during the breathing period of Mahavishnu. So the exhaling and inhaling of Vishnu are Mahakalpas. And all these are due to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, for no one else is the master of all creations. And these are different kalpas are given.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Mataji. Okay, any other questions, dear devotees? Okay. And from the announcements point of view, so today is Thursday evening. We have got the Krishna book reading at 8 p.m. and plus evening japa session at 6:30 p.m. Okay, these are our upcoming events. And the devotees, if you have got any updates or you wanted to share anything on Krishna consciousness, kindly do so. Okay, if there are no updates, then we shall conclude and continue with further japa. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंतकोटि वैष्णववृंद की जय, शिल प्रभुपाद की जय। Have a Krishna conscious day, everyone.